Every day, millions of people take to the streets, but not all of them reach their destinations safely. Traffic accidents are an unfortunate reality that claim lives and cause injuries. In this video, we will examine a series of traffic accidents that highlight the dangers we face on the road. From distracted driving to speeding and poor weather conditions, accidents can happen in the blink of an eye. But with each incident, there is a valuable lesson to be learned. Let's watch together and help uncover the lessons. A compact car sped quickly down the crowded street, suddenly accelerating to overtake a larger vehicle. It crashed into the front bumper of an oncoming car. A long line of vehicles had come to a complete stop due to heavy traffic. Suddenly, a piercing screech of metal echoed through the air. The collision was devastating. Flames erupted from the twisted wreckage, and thick black smoke rose into the sky. A peaceful morning scene turned chaotic as countless cars were parked along the roadside. Suddenly, a speeding car came hurtling down and crashed straight into the parked vehicles, causing a catastrophic accident. A car speeding at high speed lost control on the slippery road, veering wildly off its lane and crashing forcefully into another car traveling in the same direction. The car spun violently across the road, veering off the sidewalk and rolling several times before crashing hard into a concrete wall. The impact was deafening. On a quiet, dark night, two cars crashed into each other with a loud impact, sliding violently toward a house. The sudden collision echoed through the empty streets. The headlights. When the car door opened without thinking, the driver failed to check if any vehicles were approaching. Immediately, the door was struck forcefully, creating a sharp jolt that reverberated. While waiting at the red light, a car sped through the intersection, completely ignoring the red signal. It wasn't too surprising when a violent collision followed. The sound of the crash was deafening, and for a brief moment,
I sensor a little too hard, but I really hope
was driving along the road, and the flow of traffic gradually slowed down. Suddenly, there was a sharp jolt from behind. The collision happened immediately and forceful. A large truck carrying sheets of glass suddenly swerved to the right, cutting across the vehicles behind it. The driver of the car directly behind slammed on the brakes, but it was too late. The sound of metal scraping echoed through the air as glass from the truck flew across the road, adding to the chaos. A car speeds down the road at a dizzying pace. Suddenly, another car appears. The two vehicles collide violently, the metal screeching and glass shattering as the force of the impact causes them to tumble. Two cars sped down the road, the roar of their engines echoing as they approached a sharp turn. Unable to slow down in time, both vehicles flew off the road, crashing into the outer wall of a nearby house. A cargo truck was speeding and suddenly took a sharp turn. The tires lost traction and the truck flipped over. A car was smoothly gliding down the road. Suddenly, the car in front came to an abrupt stop. The car behind, unable to react in time, collided with the rear of the stationary vehicle. The impact was very strong. A car accelerates down the intersection. As both vehicles draw closer, the collision becomes inevitable. The crash is sudden and intense, a harsh twist of metal and shattered glass as the two cars crash into each other.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh.
As the car sped quickly down the road, a sudden sharp collision sound rang out from behind. The car, trailing closely, was forcefully pushed forward. It swerved uncontrollably, skidding on the asphalt. The car flipped over, its momentum causing it to tumble and crash forward with a deafening thud. A truck carrying goods was speeding around a sharp turn. The driver, seeming in a hurry, lost control of the vehicle, which skidded off the road. It flipped over and crashed violently into the guardrail. The impact of the collision caused the truck to slam into the road's support column. The car suddenly overturned, its metal frame screeching fiercely on the asphalt as it slid along the road. Sparks flared up into dazzling showers. Out of nowhere, another car, clearly out of control, suddenly swerved off its lane and crashed into the side of the first vehicle. The impact was terrifying. The car spun wildly, skidding across the asphalt before flipping over in a series of chaotic, heart-stopping rolls. The car crashed into the vehicle in front with a piercing collision. The front bumper was crushed under the force of the impact, and shattered glass scattered like sharp raindrops across the asphalt. The The cargo truck roared as its tires lightly skidded on the damp asphalt. The heavy vehicle crashed head-on into the massive tree trunk, shattering wood and crumpling metal in a chaotic explosion of sound and debris. The car skidded, its tires losing grip on the asphalt and screeching violently against the road. In an instant, the vehicle swerved uncontrollably to one side. With a sudden, forceful jolt, it flipped over and crashed heavily onto its roof. A car sped through the intersection without paying proper attention, ignoring the oncoming vehicle. The collision occurred suddenly and violently, causing the other car to spin out of control. It flipped over. A truck loaded with logs was moving down a snow-covered road. A car was traveling behind it, but the icy conditions made it almost impossible to brake in time. The car crashed directly into the back of the timber truck, its brakes useless on the icy asphalt. A car suddenly shot out from an alley, catching the driver completely off guard. Instinctively, the driver swerved to avoid the collision, but the quick maneuver only caused the car to crash straight into the path of an oncoming vehicle. A car ahead suddenly loses control, swerving erratically as it accelerates towards an unavoidable collision. The distance narrows, heading straight for a head-on crash.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yep. Brooklyn, it's your hometown hero, Rick Glassman, here to tell you Daddy's coming home. But this time, he's bringing his puppy. We're talking.
A car sped around the corner at an alarming speed, its tires screeching as it exceeded the limits of control. The vehicle lost balance, skidding to one side and crashing violently into two cars coming from the opposite direction.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
On a stretch of road, a series of cars come to a stop, their presence obscured by the limited visibility ahead. The lack of clear sight lines causes a dangerous ripple effect as vehicles, unable to spot the stationary ones in time, canti. On a long, straight road, the truck carrying goods suddenly began to tilt. The weight of the cargo shifted, causing the truck to overturn onto its side. The collision was loud, the sound of metal scraping against the pavement echoing through the quiet road. Oh my God, what the hell is going on? Just looking at it is terrifying. On a straight road, two cars were stopped. The car in front seemed to be waiting for something ahead. The car behind crashed directly into the one in front. The impact caused both vehicles to jerk sharply forward, the sound of metal clashing with metal echoing through the empty road. A luxury car, oblivious to the flow of traffic, suddenly swerved into the road. In an instant, a fast-moving car, traveling at high speed, was unable to brake in time. The collision caused metal to crumple and glass to shatter. A car, out of control, veered sharply off the road, its tires screeching as it tore through the grass. The vehicle swerved dangerously, narrowly missing obstacles in its chaotic path, heading straight toward the edge of the cliff.
Oh my god. Oh.
A car suddenly lost control and spun violently, its tires screeching in a desperate attempt to regain balance. In an instant, it flipped over, crashing hard to the ground. Dirt and debris exploded into the air, swirling around like a chaotic storm. As we wrap up this video, we've witnessed a series of shocking traffic accidents, each one a powerful reminder of the dangers that lurk on our roads. From the smallest mistakes to the most tragic collisions, these incidents demonstrate how quickly lives can be changed in an instant. The key takeaway here is that safety must always come first. Whether you're driving, cycling, or walking, following the rules of the road, staying alert, and being considerate of others can prevent these devastating accidents. Let this be a lesson in the importance of responsible driving and the impact it has on not only your life, but everyone around you. Always remember, road safety is a shared responsibility.
Oh my god.
Stay safe, and let's work together to make our roads safer for all. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's spread the word and raise awareness.
Блять, давай едь нахуй. Сука, дебил, блядь.